T minus 60 seconds. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome, everybody, to the 5 Foot Viking podcast, where we get to drink a beer and learn something new. Today is a little bit different because it's not Tuesday. And I've been doing this mostly every Tuesday. I've been doing this every Tuesday for the last 6 months, almost 7 months. And this is the first time that I'm actually doing it on a Monday. And the reason why being is, I have a gig tomorrow that I have to play, and schedules kind of change here and there. But luckily, Monday worked out. I'm glad that everybody jumped on the Monday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Last minutes change and all that good stuff. Uh, I'm always excited when I get a chance to sit down with my ride or die. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my beautiful, incredible, amazing wife, Marlene Petrell.
Hello, hello.
Thank you so much for hanging out. I know that I know you don't enjoy it. I know. Oh yeah, is that how it goes? We just have our brand new handshake that we put together, um,
You
but
saw it somewhere. And you
I
just
think we
and you turned around and you looked at me and we just automatically went. What was it?
something like that. Something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll have it down by the end.
We
But
already forgot it. See?
but it's funny because when I first started doing the podcast, Marlene has always been so supportive of everything, and she didn't at the beginning. And correct me if I'm wrong, but at the beginning, you weren't really into being like on camera, even though you did the first one with me, the very first one where we tested everything out back in December. And I thought you did fantastic, and everybody else really thought that you did a great job. And I know that you weren't really comfortable with it, but over the last 6 months and doing a few of these with me, has it become easier for you to jump on here? And
It doesn't become easier, but it I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it doesn't become easier because I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I don't really like videos. Whenever you start taking videos, I'm like my grandma used to say, no seas ranchera, but it was, yeah, I just never liked it. So, but it's just me and you,
yeah,
the way
I don't know I think it froze just a little bit.
my frozen face was just
Get that right,
so lovely.
right there. Just get that a little bit closer.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, you know what? Real quick, let's jump into um, a couple comments jumping in, and for everybody jumping in real quick, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Monday night with the 5 Foot Viking and the 5 Foot Viking wife. Is that Jessica Knight, very a brand new friend. Thank you so much for joining. Hi Whip. Hopefully the curse of the nights won't happen tonight.
It
Wait,
just
does that
happened.
mean
That's
it should
okay.
have left? Yeah, it
Go with
kind
the
of
flow.
just did a
All
little
good.
bit,
Yeah, yeah. It's
but
all good.
hopefully not. Hopefully not. We're growing. We're getting better. It's good. Uh,
This is the most that I have socialized in a very long time.
yeah, yeah. The It's very true.
So, hello.
Alberto, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here once again. Jeff, bro, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Alberto says, first time seeing you without my cigar and old fashioned feels weird.
Oh, old
Yeah, I
fashioned
think
sounds
you got to
delicious.
get on that real quick, bro. Um, my favorite guest. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah, you are the
Alberto.
favorite guest.
Alberto.
Um, Rodney, hey, how are you, sir? Good to see you on here. Thanks for hanging out. John, my man, was that's didn't we do that? Didn't we? We were like we were having so.
He called me one day and I answered. And instead of saying hello, I said, "What's up?" I'm like, yeah, I just aged myself.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
straight took it back to 96 right there.
Oh,
That
for
was
sure.
awesome. Rafa, ¿cómo estamos? Good to see you, buddy.
Oh,
Mr.
live long
Schlitt.
and prosper. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Mr. Schlitt. Great to see you. Thank you
Hello.
so much for being here. Uh, Tony, he says, is it me or is the sound low? Maybe.
How
Um,
about now?
it might be a little bit low. I tried to get her mic a little bit closer. Let me know if it's still a little bit low. If it is, I can do my best to I might be able
I'll
to
do my best
take a few
to
things up.
to keep it right
But
here.
anyways,
Oh,
anybody else out there, let me know if the sound is a little bit too low, and we'll go from there. All right, sound is good for Alberto. Okay, Tony, all good. Okay, cool, awesome. Oh, what's happening? Hey, Missing Steel Rod. We'll catch you guys soon. Awesome show. Thank you so much. And you know what? Yeah, we got some really good things in the pipeline for Steel Rod happening. Um, you know, it's coming back. Well, we'll see what happens because I don't know if anybody's been watching the news, but we'll see what happens. We're trying to bring it back. So, Rafa, sounds better when you're closer to the mic. That is very much true. So, um, okay, cool. We got some great people jumping in. I appreciate you guys being here.
oh, thank you, Jessica.
I didn't see this. Did I see it? Jessica, Marlene, I
Oh.
love your accent. It is so pretty, and you are so pretty.
Thank you. I don't think my accent is pretty. I hear it when I get
A little
a little
what?
tipsy. But it's funny because when people ask me, "Oh, you have an accent,"
No,
yeah, I am so used to it, but I don't think it's pretty. But you're so sweet.
no,
I that's such a compliment. Thank
I
you.
think it's pretty. I That's what I fell in love with when she was like, Madonna's shaking like nuggets.
I never said
You were
that.
like, welcome to Yak in the Box.
Wow.
Yeah, that got it for me, babe.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you actually it's funny because her accent gets really thick when she's been drinking. So
Yeah, let's
yeah,
get the party started
let's
then.
get going on this
Yeah.
first segment right here. So today's beer of the week, ladies and gentlemen, we are drinking, and I gotta thank Marlene for picking these up on the way home from work.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. We're keeping it classy with the cans here.
I mean, it's a very bodacious babe.
Yeah. So we're
Oh.
drinking La Quinta Brewing Company, which is not too far from here.
We had
And
to keep it local,
it's
you
a
know?
Poolside Blonde, and it is 4.8%. So not a this is a good middle of the road beer right there, you know. Not really like one of those 8 or 12%. It's gonna
No.
knock you on your
How
ass
about
after one. How
no?
about no? All right. You are on such a Austin Powers kick right now.
I saw a meme. I posted it, and for some reason, I just
Literally for the past like
there are certain things that I listen to or I hear, and they get it stuck in my head, and I can't, for the love of
yeah.
anything good
And you
in this
keep saying it
world, get
all
rid of it.
night. So now I can't stop saying
Well,
it.
skull then.
Skull.
Cheers to whoever's drinking out there. I mean, it's Monday.
I like it.
I'm sure somebody's drinking.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
very.
poolside blonde. This is definitely something you could drink
That's an easy drink.
poolside
Or
all day long.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. So if you get a chance, in the description below, there is or above, there is a link to La Quinta Brewing Company, so you can check them out and you can see what kind of beers they got. And I guess if you live out this way, you can probably head down there and pick some up. But I'm not sure exactly where they distribute. But you can. There's definitely some information in there. You can take a look. A few more things. What is this, Jessica? Wit, you didn't braid your beard for this week's podcast. I did not. I've been running around crazy today trying to actually clean this studio because it was filled with crap. Marlene was at work and we were trying to get everything together, and that's why we started a few minutes late. But I got to make a reminder to make sure that I braid my beard next week. Okay. I probably tell you what, send me a personal message on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, whichever one you're watching. Send me a message just to remind me so I can put it in my calendar.
This is the reason why we can keep this under an hour.
Yeah, because we
Because
could.
you develop
It's fun. That's why we need to have one topic, and we could talk about that one topic for like.
5 minutes and then
Yeah, but the five
have this
minutes turns into
interaction.
12 minutes.
This is dope though. I
Yeah, it's
like it.
fun. It's good times.
Yeah.
Tony, ha ha ha. Marlene and Marina are the same. Wiping the can before pouring it.
Yeah.
That has. Oh my gosh.
I'm a
There's.
germaphobe.
Yeah.
I used to bartend and the things that I saw. So I will forever double wash my glasses.
I'm a product of the 80s. I drank out of the hose.
Hey,
Um,
I'm born and what is it? Bred and born Mexican. I this is why I do what I do now. So leave me alone. Let me be.
Good times. That's awesome though. It's funny too because there's been a few times that I'll bring um I'll bring Marlene a beer and she's like, "Did you wipe it?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Take it back."
Take. I have never, liar. I have never said to take it back. I just clean it myself.
Yeah,
And
she cleans it.
hey, I'll eat food if there's a hair, not a kind of doubtful hair, but a hair. I'll just grab it and put it to the side. I'm not that bad. There's
Dad.
worse things in
Dad's
this
here.
world.
Hey, Dad, how are you? Good to see you, buddy.
I try, but then I get lost. I'm Dory. Hi.
Keep him. Dad says keep him on the subject, Marlene. That's yeah, it's
It's
true.
hard.
Oh,
It's
Lisa Camacho,
hard.
how are you? Good to see you, Skull.
But let's get started.
Yeah, we should get started.
Because I need to put stuff in the fridge.
Okay, very much true. All right, so today's podcast was kind of it's funny because I forgot about my schedule and I actually thought that today was the 30th podcast where I was just going to do a recap of the last, and I'm like, I told Marlene a few days ago, and I'm like, do you want to jump on and we'll look at the last ones? And she said, babe, you have one more. And I didn't look at my calendar because I'm scatterbrained with school and bullshit and everything. So she had a great idea, and she said, I've been getting hit up for the past couple of years, really, from various friends and family and people who know Marlene personally, because Marlene started taking on more of a plant-based diet or lifestyle, I guess is probably better. Not really a diet, but you started taking on more of a plant-based lifestyle maybe about 5 years ago or so, and not so much that you're like you went. Well, I think we went completely vegan for like 6 months or something like that.
I went completely vegan for a whole year.
Uh huh.
You joined me for six. I'm there. Um, you joined me for six out of those out of that year. But I do remember, just for the record, I'm not 100% vegan. There
Yeah.
are times that I have pizza or dairy. Cheese is my main fault. Um, but other than that, I don't do anything else. I've
Yeah.
had eggs, but
Well,
not
you.
really. I don't really enjoy the taste of eggs anymore.
Mhm.
But it's cheese. Meat I haven't touched in
5
forever.
years. Yeah.
Fish, when I travel, if there's a choice and it's something that I'm craving, I love traveling because I love discovering other cultures and tasting their food. I'm a fatty. I love food. The reason I have to learn to eat better. I'm a junk food lover. Like, there, don't get it twisted. Just because I eat plant based doesn't mean that I don't eat junk food, and I will show you. Um, there's so many options nowadays that I'm just wow, what a time to be
Well, that's one of the
alive.
reasons why I think this is a great podcast because, well, even before we've done it, but because I know that in the past there's been a lot of my friends too that have reached out to you,
Mhm.
through me, asking, hey, what does she recommend for, for breakfast or for lunch or for snacks or what, this and that. And I know at the beginning you kind of did the legwork of really trying to
Yeah.
figure out what is plant-based and what is not and what is, and because there's a lot of reading that goes along with that.
Yeah, well, just a quick little segue or on how I got into this is because I we did Whole 30. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Thanks to my friend Marisa, she's amazing and she has done just she guided me through the whole thing and she sent me shopping list. I mean, you name it, she helped me. She cut my
Yes.
work in half. So thank you, Marisa. But I did it. We did it for 2 months, and then I did it for another month. I think on the first month I did it on my own, um, but then we did another month, and it was with an eye. And you lost what, 14 pounds in that one month?
I lost like 15
But
pounds
I
in
wasn't
one.
working at the time. I
Yeah.
was in the kitchen the whole entire time because it's you have to cook. Or if you go to a restaurant, I don't like to be that person that what kind of oil do you use? And I don't want this. I don't want because I was a server, and those type of people like grind my gears. Go home, cook it yourself. So that's what I did. But as the 2 months went by, I remember that there was a stage in the diet that you reach the tiger blood. I think I don't know what they call it, but you're full of energy, and that was not the case with me in the 2 months that I did it. So that's one of the things that I made me go into looking beyond the label,
Hmm.
and I went down the rabbit hole, and that rabbit hole led to what we actually put in our plate. We just see what it's packaged at the store, but you we don't know how it got there,
Hmm.
and I believe in energy, and that was one thing that I just didn't want to partake in how it gets to my plate, and we all know how. But I just didn't want to partake in that because I feel like that energy that living being had is being transmitted to me, and I know, when you learn, the more that you learn, the more that you start seeing it from a different perspective. And I already knew about energy, so it kind of tied everything down. Long story short, I started just looking into a more plant-based diet and eliminating meat. um, I already didn't drink dairy. It was just
Hmm.
cheese and eggs that I was eating mostly. Like I was more mostly vegetarian,
Hmm.
except when we traveled.
Yeah.
So now, when we joined me, it was like he was having a hard time, just getting to the concept. But I was like, I'm cooking for you. You don't have to touch anything. I'll bring it to you. If you're down, let's do this. Because it was hard for me to cook, his meat, his food, and then my food. After coming from work, it was just,
Well, there was a couple times that, I mean, back when you made that change,
mhm.
I wasn't on board whatsoever. And I'll be the first to tell everybody I was not on board whatsoever. I was like, nope, I want my eggs and my bacon and my cheese and my chicken and my meat and
But I think is when you hear the word vegan, is like, oh nope,
it's like a
automatically
trigger word,
no,
right?
I'm
I need to
out.
go to my safe space.
Excuse me. uh exactly. And so that's why I have mad respect for vegans now. And like I said, when I worked in the restaurant industry and people were like, I'm vegan, I was like, oh, shut up. um because you don't have to go anywhere and announce it. You have your own preferences and you can just ask nicely, but a lot of them were very but when I went the other route and saw why people did it, not so much dietary, that's when I saw it from their point of view, not the diet point of view. But I remember dad asked me once, he was like, what do vegans eat? I was
Hmm.
like, what do you mean? There's an array, there's a plethora of food out there that you can have
Yeah.
without harming
So,
animals.
to come full circle on this,
Yeah.
because I'm going to keep you on topic,
Well, I am on topic.
is that when Marlene was, a lot of people reached out to her for different tips, different things like that, and we've talked about doing a podcast like this. Um, and we never really jumped into it, but it just happened. It worked out perfect.
Mhm.
She told me yesterday. She was like, I'm down. I'll jump on as soon as I get home from work. I'll change and we'll just jump in there and we'll talk about some cool, and literally today, if you're watching this right now, and you're looking for some tips and some easy ways to transition into, we're not asking anybody to go full on vegan,
No,
but if
it's just an
there's
educational. Like I'm giving you what I have learned,
yeah.
and that's pretty much it. I mean, to me, wheat still, eats meat, and I don't tell them what to do. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, because at the end of the day, you live with your own choices, and that's it. And as a person that is trying to contribute to society, I'm just trying to make the world a better place, and just starting little with small
Hmm.
steps, instead of just like, oh well, I want to make the world a better place and not doing shit about it. So it's like, well, start with small steps.
Hmm.
Like, for instance, but speaking about small steps, how, because we're coffee drinkers, and we used to do the hot coffee mate,
Yeah,
and and so that was hard for way to give up.
big time. I used to be the coffee, like the sugar
Yeah.
coffee dude, that like I would take my coffee and add sugar and then put more coffee mate and then more sugar. I used to be that dude. And then my grandpa told me one time, uh, what did he say? We were hanging out and I said, I made some coffee at the house, and grandpa was an alcoholic. So he was sober for like 50 years and he was
Stay
hanging
on
out.
the subject.
I mean, I am staying on the subject. We're talking about this. So, anyways, I said, Grandpa, there's some coffee mate right here and some sugar and some cream. And he was like, real men drink their coffee black. And I'm like, well, I guess I failed you in
Anyway,
that
but
moment.
check it. This is my favorite coffee creamer by
Okay.
far. It's caramel flavored silk almond coffee creamer. There's no dairy. Of course, there's sugar. Hello, there's sugar on everything. Trust me, I read every damn label, and there's sugar on salt, seasoning, BS. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was the easiest change.
Is this more expensive than the regular
No,
coffee mate?
actually, it's under $4.
It's about the same.
Yeah, yeah. Sadly, Sadly, the life of an animal is much cheaper than plant-based item, and it just makes me
So
so
some,
sad, but it's just like the mass production,
hmm so
you know.
some of the plant based stuff is probably a little bit more expensive.
Anyway, yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Even if you go, like for instance, Del Taco now has, and we'll talk about this as well, but Del Taco now has um, a vegan choice, which is, I believe, is the Impossible
Hmm.
Burger or Beyond Meat crumbles. I don't know. I cannot. All I know is that it's vegan. If you ask for it without the dairy, but where was I going with this?
Oh, look at you! Just all of a sudden,
Oh, I'm Dory. Hey,
Dory,
hello.
hi, nice to meet you.
um, but what I'm trying to say is just that it's so much easier now. Like seriously, there's too many
Let me
things.
jump up real quick. One of your good friends, Crystal. Uh,
Crystal,
Crystal, if I'm not,
hi.
is she still on the East Coast now?
Yeah,
I'm looking to change
Connecticut. Yeah,
into plant based. Okay, well, I hope that you're still watching. I know you
awesome.
commented
I
not too
love
long ago on
that.
this. Hope you're still watching. Um, Rodney, awesome beard. Thank you, sir. I appreciate
Mhm.
that. It's a good time. And Craig Kyle, brother,
Oh,
thank you so
hey,
much for hanging out.
congratulations!
Congratulations, my friend.
Welcome to the married life. Skull,
Skull.
skull to your marriage, to an abundance of
Hmm.
blessings.
Love and blessings. Yes. Freaking love this podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alberto jumps in and says, next time you guys are
Hmm.
back in OC, uh,
Gracias, madre. Yes,
gracias madre. Yeah,
actually, that's the place where
we went there.
Not to Gracias Madre, but we went to Cafe Gratitude, which was there at that same
Oh, yeah, yeah,
place.
yeah. Okay.
But Gracias Madre, unfortunately, they just opened it after COVID, and that's when craziness happened with us moving here and just making choices so quickly. So didn't have the opportunity of
And he
going,
says,
but
and they specialize in mezcal.
they have great drinks. I'm telling you, there's a plethora
A
of vegan
plethora.
restaurants and
Did you just
choices
turn?
that it's just, if you want to do, just reduce your consumption to 1 day a week. Yeah, like 1 day a week. I mean, eating meat, and the
Mhm.
rest trying like an 80-20 for a month, and you'll see that there's choices. But can I just show a couple more things before they melt?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Are they melting?
Well, I'm pretty sure. So, and then we have mayo, which was the second easiest thing for me to substitute. And it's just, you can find it everywhere. This one I found it at Target. But typically, my holy grail was Sprouts, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's. Those are my places. But Target now carries, they actually have a little um, section for just plant based items. It's awesome. Anyway, that's one. These babies right here, I just bought them the other day, and I was gonna have one today, but I know he was drinking beer, so I gave him one yesterday. They're tiny, tiny little things. This is all Trader Joe's, by the way, except for the coffee creamer and the mayo. But they're these little things, but it's chocolate, and they're so good. Cool. And then some vegan cream cheese.
Oh, and just a heads
Also,
up,
whoop,
this was really good.
yeah,
The little ice cream cones.
right. He ate them in one bite.
Well, I'm a one
I
bite
know.
type of person.
Anyway, let's keep it going because I have quite a few things and we're already at 26 minutes and you told me to keep it under an hour.
Hey, take it
I'm
easy.
trying my best. And there's some vegan cheese, like what I do, because I realized that when I go to work, I used to work 5 minutes away from my house. And it was awesome. So I will just drive home, not even 5 minutes, like
Yeah.
3 minutes away from my house. So I just drive home, make me a sandwich, go back. And I still have the same energy. Like I didn't, after you do lunch, like it's like, ugh, I want to go back to bed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I just had the perfect formula. I just make a sandwich with this cheese, the ham, some chips that I put in between my sandwich.
Because
I'm 5 years
Marlene
old.
is a third grader, and she still puts like potato chips in between her
Can I
sandwich, and she
breathe?
goes,
Hey, listen, the point of adulthood is that you can do whatever you want
yes.
without harming others.
All right, real quick, let's jump into some of these. Dad says, because of my respect for Marlene, I tried tofu. Still not a big fan, but I like my veggies and salads, but still occasional chicken and fish. No dairy, so I'm good. I'm good there. I'm trying.
And that's it. That's the key to everything. Trying.
Yeah.
Boom, bada
I
bing,
think
bada boom. See?
the whole point,
But you inspire me because I remember you asking me, is somebody stepping on my cord? I remember you asking, um, what do vegans eat? And I was like, what do you mean? I mean, Mexicans were the first vegans because in my household, at least, yes, we ate meat, but not like every single day like people do now. There's animal products in everything that you eat, from your breakfast to your snack. A yogurt has dairy, to a sandwich to dinner. Like
Mhm.
it seems like the meat is endless. And back home, like my grandma used to make like the calabacitas that I made the other day that you don't eat.
Nope.
It's just I was raised with a lot of vegetables, beans, rice, tortillas, yeah, the
Yeah,
cheese, of course,
but I remember
salsa.
your when you I think we were going to visit your family, and you said something. Didn't you tell your family like, "Oh yeah, I'm vegan," and they were like, "What is that?" And you were like, "Oh,
But
I
you know
don't eat
what?
meat," and they're like, "You don't eat meat?"
Let me tell you this: my family never judged me. I get more judgment here.
Mhm.
Like I gotta
No, I'm not talking about
one of
judgment. I was talking
yes,
about
you are, but that's
no. I
okay.
was
But
talking about it was funny. Like,
like the funny thing is that one of my coworkers was like, "But you're Mexican. What do you mean you're vegan?" I was like, "I'm not vegan. I just choose not to eat animal products. From occasion, I do, but hey." But yeah, when I told my family, they were like, "Okay, so what do you eat?" So I was like, "Well, there's beans, there's rice, there's freaking vegetables, there's a bunch of things that you." And
uh-huh.
and they were like, "Okay, what can I make you?" Instead of saying like every Mexican says. They're awesome, and that's one thing about cultures. Once again, here I get like, really, you're vegan? Oh my god! But bacon is so good, but carnitas, and it's like, you're making fun of me now. Like, hey, it's all good. You eat what you eat, and that's okay. But like, my family
Mhm.
never did that. They were like, okay, so what can I make you? Because we feed.
Yeah.
So if you don't
Oh,
eat
I know.
something, what the hell do you want to eat?
Yeah, I know. Your family, they won't let me leave. without. Do you want to go? Can you open? I think Daisy wants to leave. She's at the door over
Well,
there.
she's too
It's
bad to
too
sad.
bad, so sad. No, I think it was the reason why I was so excited about this podcast in particular is because we were giving options to do stuff, and
Yeah.
when I think when I was talking with somebody, uh, they were talking about like going vegan, and like it was that whole mindset of like it's an all or nothing thing.
Yeah,
And
no.
my aspect or at least my take on this whole podcast is more about it's more about your footprint. If you're if because I used to be um, you know, animal products morning, noon,
Excuse me.
night, midnight snack
Yeah.
of bacon. Like I was always there. So if I can find one substitute, or if we can give some substitutes and some ideas and some options for everybody who's out there watching or listening, and you guys can take one substitute and it just lowers your footprint just a little
Yeah.
bit. Even if you lower it just a little bit, that's a good day.
Just switching your creamer and your mayo, or oh, the Oatly. Um,
Yeah,
I didn't bring it, damn it. But it's oat milk. And now you have so many, you have macadamia milk, almond, soy, hemp, oat
yeah.
milk. I mean, you have so many. Like when I started, because I don't remember really drinking milk like you.
Oh,
Um, but I started with soy, and then I went to almond, and now oat milk, which is by far my favorite. So it's just the balance, like just
yeah. My
allowing yourself to eat a little better,
yeah, my
just
my
a
uh
little.
my dad will attest to this. Back in the day when I was a kid, my mom used to buy the gallon things of milk. It was the 2% milk, and she would buy 2 gallons because I would drink one of them and the rest of the family would drink the other. I drank so much milk.
Mhm.
But we've been married now for almost 10 years. We've been together for 15 years. And I think honestly, probably I haven't had a glass of milk in probably 8 to 10 years, something like that. Because even before you kind of made some transitions into plant based, we didn't really have milk in the house anyways.
Mhm.
It was more we had coffee creamer, which is that's dairy, but I like as far as like milk, never haven't really had that in a long time. But um,
Do you miss it?
you know, I don't actually. The substitute that we have is called Oatly, and we can get it at Target. You can get it at Ralph's. You can get it at Stater Brothers, um, and it's an oat milk, and it's damn good. And this morning I had a bowl of cereal with some oat milk, and I'm completely fine with that. Like completely fine. So that substitute right there literally just lowered my footprint in the animal consumption industry, and that's a good thing.
It's an easy
I
change.
think it's an easy change and
Yeah.
something those easy changes that we can make,
Mhm.
compounded. If enough of us make those small changes,
Yeah.
we can make a big difference.
Yeah.
So
Let me continue
yes,
because I'm
but
excited to show you all
I
my
don't
goodies.
want to negate some of the people that are up here.
Okay.
My buddy Tony, good to see you on here. Thank you so much. I slice cucumbers with tahini.
Hell yeah, it counts.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
lime juice if that counts.
Mexicans, we were the
Absolutely.
OG vegans, like the carritos with the fruit.
Mhm.
Dude,
And then Alberto,
that's just so
I think
good.
it's impossible to be a vegan Viking.
If he can hunt,
I'll tell you what,
then he can be a carnivore Viking.
I will be the first
Vikings
one.
hunted.
I will be the first one.
Vikings were on the hunt. Homie just goes to the store and grabs it. It's a modern Viking.
I'm the modern one. Jerry. Oh, I like this. I will have to try some plant-based stuff. At my age, I'm finding I can't eat a lot of things I used to.
That's
Thanks,
another
Jerry.
thing.
That's a great.
Absolutely.
Times change for sure. And
But that's the thing that, yeah, a lot of things, we're in this country and they add a lot of additives and substitutes and whatnot to make food last longer,
mhm,
and that's illegal in a lot of countries, but here in the Americas we have it. So why do you think there's so much cancer? Why do you think there's so much diabetes, heart disease, overweight? Because the portions, first of all, that they give
mhm.
you at restaurants,
Yeah, massive.
and we can share because he likes his meat, and
Oh,
so
we can
it's,
share.
but it's
And
like,
you like your avocado?
but oh, I love avocado, and he hates it, so it's like perfect. Avocado is expensive. But anyway, yes, for health reasons, you have to opt to other options, right? So hopefully this can help.
Alberto, all the respect to you, Marlene. I tried the food. It's good, but I can't go all the way. I need steak in my life.
But see the
Totally okay with that.
balance.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, okay, you can have steak, but see it as a treat. See it
Oh,
as
and he,
like,
he
oh yeah,
literally Alberto just said right after that,
yeah,
it's all about balance.
exactly.
Absolutely.
That
And
and that's it. It's not
what are
no
nopales?
pales. That's cactus.
Oh,
You
it's
want it's okay. You will never know because you wouldn't eat it. It's
you're
okay. He's a
probably
picky eater.
probably right.
Yes.
Um, so Dad gives a question. Give us two breakfast options, not bacon and eggs.
There's oatmeal. There's
See, she's got her bag right here. And see, my dad jumps in here. He goes, "True, our milk budget was huge."
yeah, man. Okay. So you can have oatmeal if you like oatmeal. There's yogurt that you can put with fruit, and this is made from. And this is much better. And I'm gonna tell you, I love yogurt. That was
Mhm.
another thing that I missed. But these are so creamy, and this one is made with almond. This one is made with cashew cream. Um, so good. Trader Joe's. I'm telling you, Trader Joe's is the best.
Okay.
Those are delicious. You can have cereal with Oatly.
Hmm.
If you don't like tofu, that's okay. There's actually a vegan substitute that it's just egg and it's liquid. So you just put it on the pan, mix it. You can put your veggies on top, and trust me, it looks and it tastes better than egg. I just can't do egg anymore. Like there used to be this place by Huntington in Westminster that we used to go to. Um, Hammond's Cram, I think it's called. And
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
love that place. And the owners are so amazing. So if you're ever in the area, please go pay them a visit. They're amazing and the food is really good. Because every now and then I will crave, like, especially on a hungover day, I craved eggs and just like a burrito or,
Yep.
sometimes you crave the real thing. And I get it. That's what I'm saying. It's balance. I'm not 100% vegan, but
But
you
that's
can
another
substitute
reason
so
why we're
much.
talking about like that's why I like the analogy of the
Yeah.
footprint is it's not that
Yeah.
it's not a one foot or the other foot. It's whatever footprint you have in this. If you can
Yeah.
lower it a little bit, that's a good thing. And it
Absolutely.
like Alberto said too, it's like a balance. Dad said so he said what instead of an omelet? So
Yeah,
like you
the
said, it
just
was
egg.
just egg?
Yeah, so you can find it at I don't know, Sprouts and Whole Foods is where I usually get it. I haven't been to a Ralph's in a long time
Yeah.
or any of those
I'll tell you
places.
what. Uh, Everybody who's out there who is looking for some recommendations, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything that Marlene has here. I'm going to put it into a Word document because
We
it
can
was
put some
we
links.
we were just I would love to post some links. It's just I didn't have enough time today.
We'll
Um,
post it on a preview, on a little
maybe we can
recap.
I can make a recap or something like that.
Yeah, there we go.
But I'll tell you what, if you are interested in any of the products that Marlene's talk about,
Mhm.
or just looking for some more information, please shoot me a private message or tag me in something on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, something like that. Get a hold of me. I can definitely get you all the information that we're talking about tonight. Unfortunately, I was just so busy today, and I didn't have a chance to put everything in there.
Gladly will give you all the
Yeah,
information.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. It's about drinking a beer
Amen.
and learning something new.
Simon.
Simone. Hmm. Jessica chimes in. She says, "Have you tried
Oh,
plant-based burgers
yes.
before? I think they are so good. They taste just
Yes,
like
I
normal meat."
actually today we're gonna have um if I'm not too lazy, but I think I'm gonna be a little lazy. Um, but if not, because yesterday we had potato tacos and the whole thing was vegan except
Yeah,
for you added cheese to yours, but that's fine,
yeah.
like it's just that one thing that doesn't make it vegan, but the rest of it was 100% vegan. Um,
Footprint.
footprint, yeah, exactly. Um, today we're gonna make meatball sandwiches and everything is vegan. Like I have a bag of goodies, you guys, because I'm excited. There's
Right?
so much stuff. Look, this one is vegan bolognese style pasta sauce, and I get it at Trader Joe's once again, and it's completely vegan, and it has the meat crumbles, um, and that stuff is just delicious. Um, let
Oh.
me let me give you just hold on, because then you're going on a tangent, and then we don't get here, and I need to put this in the fridge.
Okay.
This one is a taco salad kit. Like this thing is $5. You can make 2 salads out of it, and it's freaking delicious. And it's just yes,
That's at Trader
totally fine
Joe's as
word.
well.
Yes, everything is Trader Joe's. Well,
Trader
not everything.
Joe's. Can you get that stuff at like other places too? Like if you,
Not this. This is Trader Joe's
yeah.
only, but they have their own version. So now Ralph's, I know that they have now like their own plant-based line, and it's a lot of meat substitutes, cheese, dairy substitutes. Like they have their own, like the organic
Uh huh.
line that they have.
Yeah.
Now they have plant-based. So it's really cool. Once again, now this is it, before I get it, you weren't able to find things unless it's in California or in certain states that are more plant based. Got it. But nowadays, you can find that everywhere. You can get it online. There's so many restaurants, there's pop ups. Like, I have never seen the vegan scene explode so hard. Tacos y que,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they shout out. Um, we well with mainly because it will be at decades on Wednesdays, Tuesdays for Taco
Wednesdays.
Tuesday, and he will be like, "Hey, let's go." Like I can't eat anything, so I want to go. I want to support, but I can't have anything except for a lime or a tortilla with salsa. And then he told me like what 2 3 weeks later or a month later, I can't even
The
remember,
kid
but
now
he
with
was
a
like,
vegan.
"Hey, they have a vegan taco," and oh my gosh, it's so easy to make vegan options, really. So if you're in a restaurant, if you're in a little pop up, if you offer chef services that you cook at somebody's wedding or whatnot, it's so easy to offer a vegan option, and trust me, people will really appreciate it. Even there, if they're not vegans, just looking for that option, it's just amazing to have. And for your business too, it's great. Like now I will go any day, but we're 2 hours away, so no. But they're
Okay,
delicious.
let me jump in here real quick. Uh, my friend Robin, I miss you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for joining us. I switched from dairy milk to oat milk, and I love it. No bloat.
Yes, no
No,
bloat. Amen.
no.
Amen, girl. Yes.
Jessica, tofu scramble and with what?
With tempeh bacon and sauteed veggies. Yes.
Okay.
Tofu, I know that somebody said that it was tricky. It is tricky, but if you crumble it and you add some like vegetables and, if you want to, I don't know, put some meat substitute in there. I typically just like it with veggies, like Mexican style, Mexican egg style. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Mhm.
So I know it's tricky, but if you just like crispy it up, oh man, so good. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tofu is tricky to get right, but once you learn how to prepare it, cook it, it changes the whole ball game. Amen.
Oh,
There's a sriracha flavored tofu at Trader Joe's, and I've been wanting to try it, but I don't know. Like the whole piece is like I don't know. I don't know why I haven't bought it. Actually, I'm gonna buy it next time I go. Yeah. What kind of dog is that with?
well, just so you know, this is
That's my daughter.
This is
That's my
Daisy.
baby.
This is Daisy. Say hi.
Say roof.
This is Daisy. This is
She's so cute.
it's our baby girl.
Yeah.
She just Bowie is over there.
She's a Chihuahua Terrier mix,
Yes.
and she's the most adorable thing in the world, and she's just made out of love.
She doesn't
Continuing,
want to
just real quick. So, okay, speaking of dinners and things like that, I got this vegan tikka masala, which I really love, and it's complete. You just pop it in the oven, you have dinner right there, and it's delicious. This dip is a romesco dip, also from Trader Joe's, and you loved it. I
Oh
remember I
yeah.
opened it and I just put it down
And
with
it
some
was
chips, and
gone.
he finished it, and I was like, "Oh, I guess you liked it.
Why
Awesome."
why you gotta throw my business out there like that?
Because I think it's awesome when you like things like that, because it's really hard to feed you. One more thing,
All right,
dairy
one more thing.
substitute. This is by far the best vegan butter substitute that I have found, and it's also Trader Joe's. Miyoko's, I think it's called.
Miyokos.
This thing is delicious. Oh my
Nice.
goodness. Okay, go ahead.
Very cool. No, I just wanted to jump back. We're getting a lot of people chiming in
I
on
love
this. This is
this.
great. No,
Thank you,
this is really good.
guys. Yay.
My dad says I get TPV, which is textured vegetable protein, bacon and fake beef in 10 cans or 10
Number 10
cans.
cans.
Number 10 cans. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either,
Okay,
but that's awesome.
that's awesome. Yeah, Matt, my good friend Matt, brother.
Happy
Happy
belated
birthday, my
birthday.
friend. Happy birthday.
Skull to the
Skull
tripod.
to the tripod.
Miss you, buddy.
Love you, bro. Hope you're having fun in Chicago. Mm.
Take us next time. Thank you.
Wait, is this Kelly Miller? Kelly Miller from like 6th grade? Oh, wow. That's so freaking cool. Kelly chimes in and she says, we make our tofu in the air fryer. We need
I
an
need
air
an air
fryer, right?
fryer.
Yeah. Makes it all crispy and delicious. Cut it into squares and pat it dry before you toss it in.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did you put a plate on top of it with a so it just like releases all the juices, and do you do that?
hmm, that's
Because
awesome.
I think that taking the moisture out of it, it's like what makes it
Oh my
crispy.
God. Yeah, she's right. Yeah. From 5th grade, Willow Wildcats. That's right. It was us. Gosh, who else? Kelly Hubbard, um, Kevin Bicknell, Tim Williams. I'm gonna name off all kinds of people from 5th grade. That's funny. Wow, that's hilarious. That you just took me way back right now. That was so, and that's so awesome that you chimed in. And this, I love that you have a air fryer. We need to get an air fryer
Mm-hmm.
ASAP.
It's a must.
My friend Tony says, my wife made tofu chili
Send me the
verde.
recipe. I'll love to try that.
Tofu chili verde. Did I say that
Yeah.
correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
It was really good. Okay, we'll have to try. Yeah, I'll have to get the recipe from you. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Alberto is out of here. Later, brothers. Siempre. What does that mean?
Gracias, Alberto.
Gracias.
Que tengas buena noche.
And is Trader Joe's the easiest store to shop vegan? That's a good question.
You know what? Nowadays, let me tell you, before when I started, yeah, it was Sprouts, Whole Foods. Whole Foods actually was my main one.
Yeah.
Then I started going to Sprouts and I discovered more things because they have their little section, but in that little section you can find so many awesome things. I mean, then again, the produce section, that's a whole lot of vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Anyway, but Trader Joe's has been coming out with a lot of vegan things, and this is stuff that I just grabbed real quick after work because I was like, cool, I'll grab a few things that we're gonna have at home anyway. But yeah, it's super easy. Like I said, if you have Instagram and you follow Trader Joe's vegan, she comes up with and there's a lot of seasonal items. Um, oh my gosh, it's just that's where I get most of my ideas. I'm like, they have that, and I make my way to Trader Joe's. Yeah, let me show you a couple more things.
Okay. Couple more things.
Okay.
I love it. You're like,
I have my bag of goodies, yo.
you're like running this.
I'm telling you.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marlene Petrell podcast.
The 5-foot Mexican. So Morning Star. This is from Target, and it's this buffalo wings, and they already have buffalo in there. If you put them in the freaking air fryer, I'm sure they're gonna be even better. But I just put them on a pan with a little bit of olive oil, and more buffalo sauce on top of it because it's so good. And French fries, and there's also corn dogs from the same brand at Target, and oh my god, they're so good. Anyway, soy chorizo. This is another thing that I ate at the very beginning with eggs because I know what goes into chorizo. I know what's up. But I really like the taste, and this fooled me big time. These things that I just bought, they're crispy jalapeno pieces, and if you like spicy stuff, oh my god, these are so freaking delicious, you guys. And they're vegan. Oh my gosh. Sandwiches, yes, please. Substitute my chips for that. Done. Want a couple more things? Dinner. There's this spicy Mexican style rice cauliflower. So also, if you're watching your carbs, this thing is really good. Yeah, because I know a lot of people watch their carbs, and it's funny because it's like, why? I love carbs for one, but a lot of people worry about how they look on the outside and eat so much protein, so much meat, so much cheese, so much dairy, so much, things that we shouldn't be having that much of. And it's like, worry about what's going on inside and then worry about what's going out.
And then
outside.
come outside.
come outside. Vegetable fried rice. This shit is vegan, and if you want to add an egg on top of it and make
Come
it
outside.
even more delicious, you're more than welcome. Ooh, these things. These are new, and this is spicy porkless plant-based snack rings, which I want to try because I love. I used to like.
You all right there? You need some help?
I used to like
Did you just
chicharrones. Chicharrones.
Shit, am I gonna
Go
do the
for it.
same thing? This is like, why'd you get the
And
greasiest?
they're not greasy. And chickenless mandarin orange morsels. This you can make with the vegetable rice and some mandarin chicken. Bada bing, bada boom, you guys. It's so easy. It's not even funny. Hold on. A couple more things because I really have a lot of stuff over here. And I'm super excited.
You
Oh,
came prepared. I love that.
I did. I got you. Dinner, breakfast, snacks, chocolate,
Okay,
pork
well, I'm gonna
rinds.
try one.
Yes. And real quick, this, like I said, I like spicy jalapeno sauce.
Oh,
This
that's hot.
thing is vegan. You put it on your sandwiches, on your whatever you want. It's delicious. Last but not least, this chocolate, best thing ever.
Really?
Yes, I love it. It's creamy and it has such a creamy texture, like it seriously melts in your mouth. And with that, I'm done. My bag. Trust me, I have more. You
You
want
don't
more?
even
I'll
know
show
what
you
to do
more.
now, huh? You're
But
like, I don't even know where to
oh,
go
okay.
from
No,
here.
I have more things. Listen, this green
Just
onion
kidding.
pancakes. These are vegan, and if you know what's up, these are fucking. Oh, one more thing.
Oh
This is
my!
it. Light life. If you want hot dogs, your 4th of July's, your holidays, whatever that you burn so much meat on the griddle, these are so good. They actually fool me. So
Really?
yeah. Hey, I ate a lot of meat before I did this. So if I would have known better before, I would have done it sooner. But obviously you don't take your kids to a slaughterhouse. You take your kids to apple picking. You take your kids to strawberry. But they took me to actually work, not so much picking for fun. So I'm just kidding. I didn't have to work that hard. But
Let's
anyway,
go here real quick. Um, let's see. Dad says, and now this is too. We're talking a lot about Trader Joe's, mostly because there's a
this is
Trader.
just Trader Joe Hall.
Mostly because
Yeah,
we
but there's more.
mostly because we live down the street from a Trader Joe's, and that's where we go most of the time for this. But we're in Southern California, and I know there's some people that are not. Like my dad says, um, "Damn it, closest Trader Joe's is 2 hours away." But I'm gonna check the local Albertsons and the local health food store. Gonna give it a better try. I think that's true.
Hmm.
That because like Marlene said earlier, we go to Trader Joe's because yes, they do have a I think she said a plethora of vegan options.
Also, we used to walk to Trader Joe's when we were in Huntington Beach.
Very true. But
Yeah.
we go there a lot because it's convenient for us. I know that in other states and in other cities and stuff like that, maybe it's not that convenient. But the good thing is that nowadays there are a lot more stores that are coming up with better options. So I'm sure that you'll be able to find some good options in Albertsons, in Ralph's, in Stater Brothers, in Smiths. If you're around a Smiths, anybody out there live around a Smiths? I can't even remember the last time I saw a Smiths, but
The last time I saw Smith's was in Utah.
was in Utah. Yeah, true. Um, but yeah, so
And these
that's
things are
awesome, Dad.
actually pretty
And then
tasty.
Kelly chimes in again and she says, "Yes, Marlene, put the tofu in between a plate and another plate or baking sheet for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Get an air fryer; it'll save your life." I love that. So easy and
Right?
simple. We make a ton of stuff in it. Just a tip. Just a tip: if you do preheat, works best like that.
I'm putting these things backwards.
Are you putting them on backwards? Cheers to you guys. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much for the tips and thanks for hanging out with us. That's awesome. Jessica chimed in with, I love the rice cauliflower uh, and have it all the time. And I didn't know it was vegan. That's awesome. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
That's
right. There's a lot of things that you don't even know they're vegan, and they are. Oreos are vegan.
uh oh. Watch
Yo,
yourself. I like this. My buddy Tony says, so Marlene, what's your favorite vegan dish?
Chorizo and potato tacos.
Yeah,
Like it's just the potato. I put the chorizo. You know, I made my own salsa yesterday, which is spicy as hell.
yeah, it
But I
was.
love it. Wheat doesn't really do spicy, but even he liked it.
I did like it, but
And then just the beans are vegan unless you put lard on them, you put manteca on them. But beans are vegan. Another thing that I really like to do, I make a mean burger.
another one.
Sure. For sure.
Yeah,
I make a mean burger,
here
and
I'll let you wipe it
actually,
down.
if things work out in the future, I will have, I'm sure, something awesome to share. But for the meantime, if you ever come over, you want me to make you a burger, I will gladly do that. Make some mean sopes, tacos. What else do I like that I make? Uh, a lot of things that my grandma used to make were vegan, and they were my favorite dishes. But I never really realized that they were vegan. Um, let me share this story with you guys really quick. One time my grandma cooked this thing that tasted like tofu. Like now, knowing the texture, it tasted legit like tofu. She made it fajita style, you know, with bell peppers, onions, and I can remember the side. It was a white rice, and I'm pretty sure it was beans. I mean, we eat beans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Mm.
and snacks and whatever. And second breakfast
This is in Guadalajara.
in Mexico, yes. Um, So anyway, I ate it and I was like, this is weird. I never tasted this before. What is it, grandma? And she was like, well, eat it. You like it? I was like, yeah, it's good. What is it? Eat it. Finish it. I was like, well, but what is it? When you finish it, I'll let you know. It's like,
That's some
challenge
scary.
accepted.
That's some
Okay.
scary shit right there.
So I'm eating, finishing. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. Thank you, grandma. She goes, you want to know what that was? I'm like, yeah. Bull's balls. Like, if you want to know what bull's balls taste like without killing a bull, just grab tofu. Dude, that's exactly what it tastes like. I promise you, I will never forget the damn taste. Another thing, um, I remember grandma used to make me a licuado every morning, a smoothie or milkshake, whatever. I don't know what you guys call it. But so it was my breakfast
I don't know what you guys call it.
blend. I don't know.
It's a
Um,
licuado.
a licuado, and it was pancho pantera, it was milk, and a banana. And I didn't know that the secret ingredient to that creamy smoothiness was a raw egg until one day I came down the stairs. You know, I was running late to school, and I came down the stairs, and my grandma, I just typically she had the licuado ready for me to go. Like I never saw her even make it, but it was always so creamy and good. I saw her making it, and I was like, why do you put an egg in there? Oh, shut up. You always drink it like that. Just here, have it and go to school. And I was like, no, I'm not drinking this. You've been drinking it for years, so you better drink it. And that just like made that licuado the worst thing in my life. Because I was like, that is just gross. So it's better when you don't know what you're eating.
Oh, Tony also says you need to do a cooking show.
You know what? I share some cooking, you know, snippets on my Instagram, and it's funny because sometimes I make it and I start with the beginning and then I forget the end and then I'm eating and I'm like, ah man.
You're too involved with the end product.
Yeah, you
You
know, because you
forget
get to
to.
taste it, you get to season it, you get to do all of that, and then it's like, ah man. But it's funny that you say that because I always wanted to do a YouTube channel with that because I find myself going a lot on that because now I just want to learn more. And I feel like when you learn things, when you see it from a different perspective, when you know more, you tend to make better choices. You know, it's
Mm.
educational. And, you know, I don't know. It's just, you just have to have balance. That's it. You don't have to go 100% this, 100% that, because I get it. Once again, I'm not 100% vegan, but I think that just learning how to make better choices, that's the key to life, right? I mean, if not, I will be on cocaine and, you know, in Hollywood with
Let's
the
do this.
hookers and cocaine
Let's.
and hookers all day long. I mean,
Wait, are you saying that's what I'm missing out on?
listen, you pass your time.
It's cool.
Okay, that was in my 20s, not no more.
Mm.
Cocaine and hookers were back in my 20s.
Cor- Cocaine and hookers was in your 20s. All right. Well, that's the intro for next week. I
Look it, we finished before an hour.
know it's good times. Awesome. All right. Well, you know what? With that being said,
Who put a mad face? Why are you mad?
oh, somebody's
You
mad.
need a hug, and I'll give you a hug.
Oh, that's
I'll
awesome.
make you a vegan taco and give you a big hug. Put that
Hey,
mad face away.
all I can hear is the dogs growling and
Come.
screaming at each other in the background. Anyways, with that being said, I think we're going to end this podcast right about now. I just want to thank everybody for hanging out and
Thank you
jumping
for
in.
chiming
I
in.
want to thank my wife Marlene for taking time out of her day to hang out with us and literally go and grab all the stuff out of the kitchen, bring it in here, and kind of give us a good idea of what it's like and easy tips that we can lower our footprint in the animal consumption industry. So
If there's a couple of takeaways that I can give you, it's just learning what you eat, learn what you put on your plate and how it comes to your plate, like whether is, and be thankful for our farmers. I am just be obviously I'm beyond thankful. They work very hard, but at the same token, it's like what goes on behind closed doors at you know when you get your delicious burgers and all of that. There's a couple of documentaries that I watched that actually just opened my eyes. And like I said, when you don't know, you don't know. So one was What the Health. I think that's exactly the one that made you take the chance on just
mhm.
those 6 months vegan. Um, what the Health is great. It has a lot of good information and a lot of facts. Also, Dominion. If you can stomach the first 5 minutes, um it was really hard to watch it for me. I really love animals, and that's one of the main actually the main reason I did it. Obviously not 100%, but I'm doing my best, and I think the key word is trying, just doing your best and pushing forward. And you know what, at the end of the day, is good for your health. Let's face it, we don't take care of ourselves. And if you have kids, I don't have kids. Like, these are the only people that will miss me, and that's about it. So, and I'm still trying to take care of myself and just take care of my surroundings. So if you can just do that, just a little bit goes a very long way. That's all I gotta say. Take it
Oh
away,
boy.
Witty.
Oh, my bad. I was having fun with
And I think
Bowie.
this is how you end it. No, no.
Just wanted to thank everybody for hanging out and for chiming in, and I want to thank Marlene for being here and showing her knowledge and her uh, and bringing everything out of the
My
kitchen, bringing
pleasure.
it in here and drinking a beer with me and hanging out after work. I know you're exhausted. You worked a whole long day, so
Yeah.
thank you for being here and thank you for everybody for hanging out. I hope you guys try out. And I'll tell you what. Anybody out there, if you do try out some of the products and some of the stuff, tag me in it. I would love to know that you guys are trying to let me know what you think. If you love it, if you
Tag the
hate it,
5 foot Viking. Tag
yes,
me too, because I want to see. That's just awesome.
that'd
If
be
I can,
great.
if I can help somebody just minimize their consumption and actually enjoy it,
Hmm.
it's not just holy hell. It's good for your health. It really is.
Yeah, good
Yeah. If
times.
not, I will be this big, yo. I'm pretty sure you're very grateful because I like to eat.
Oh, I love that. I'll give some of these ideas a try. Educational Monday.
Oh yeah.
Good
Thank
times.
you.
All right, guys. With that being said, thank you guys so much for joining the 5 Foot Viking podcast, where we get to drink a beer and learn something new. You can
I
always
need
go.
something new.
You can always go to the 5footviking.com, and it's a landing page where you can check out the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, um, the YouTube, and all that good stuff. And super, it's okay. They can't hear you chewing.
Okay, good.
It's okay.
Because they're very, very crunchy.
Also, I'm super excited about these lights. I don't know if you guys noticed the new studio. I don't know.
We come here and have parties,
Yeah, we have parties in here
shiny
all the
disco
time. It's
ball
good times.
gets down the ceiling and
Anyways, love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Won't be on Monday; it'll be on Tuesday. See you guys on Tuesday at 7 p.m.
What day?
Tuesday. We'll see you guys. I think this is how you end it.